All right, thank you.
This call is now being recorded. This call is now taking notes.
All right, as I was saying, this if you are joining this session, you've heard about Amdari before. You have a little bit of an idea about what we do. And the reason why you're joining this session is there's something you're looking out for. And we want to present you what people within our ecosystem of consultancy, what they are currently doing at the moment. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what they are currently doing at the moment in order for them to be able to get leverage in the job market. So let me just go to my second slide. So what is Amdari? Amdari is an innovative platform that is designed to revolutionize how aspiring tech professionals build their careers and gain practical experience. What am I trying to say? We are trying to build bridge the gap between theoretical learning and real world experience. In the sense that we've seen there's quite a number of edtech platforms out there just focus on the theoretical aspects. You have the Coursera, you have Allison's, you have different kind of brands that take tech training courses. And while all of these courses are amazing and they are very good, most especially for beginner friendly people or people who are looking to upskill, we discovered that there's a very big gap when it comes to people that have the real world experience. What does your LinkedIn have to look like? What does your or what does your LinkedIn have to look like? What does your CV have to look like? What are the real projects recruiters are exactly looking for when it comes to you having a tech job in the UK or anywhere in the world? So we provide these real life end-to-end practical hands-on projects in topics like data analysis, data science, data engineering, business analysis, SOC analysis, threat intelligence, ethical hacking and penetration testing, government risks and compliance, project management at the moment. So this what this project aim to do is not just to enhance your skills, but also help our users build a robust portfolio that showcase that their expertise to potential employers. So when you get into that interview, when you are trying to apply, you are not sounding like somebody who is new to the field. You are essentially becoming an expert. You're showing your expertise. You're showing that I am an asset. If you don't hire me, you are probably not going to be able to get somebody else that can do the job the way I am doing. That is what Amdari does for you. So who am I? My name is Olumide Egbemakinde. I am a data-driven growth marketing specialist, and I have expertise in media buying, strategy, entrepreneurship, and marketing. I have a proven track record of delivering impactful results, helping brands scale, and I have had significant role in the edtech industry while using my analytical skills to drive growth, innovation, help brands scale. Just beyond the numbers, also, I'm passionate about what I'm currently doing here today, which is helping individuals seamlessly transition into the tech space through expert guidance. I'm currently heading growth at Amdari, and I largely use data in order for me to drive insights and innovate strategies. Basically, I drive actionable results for Amdari at the moment. So before I continue, just let me go back a step here and show you something. Can you relate to any of these people that are on screen at the moment? If you're a graduate, you're full of potential, but you're struggling to break into your dream industry because of a lack of experience. And what I mean by lack of experience is that you're submitting your CVs and you're not getting anybody to reply you. You're submitting your CVs and nobody is saying, "Oh, we'd like to invite you for an interview." Or you're even invited for an interview, but you just don't go more than the first stage. There is something, it seems like when you go for an interview or when you drop an application, there is something that is not letting recruiters reach out to you or take further action. Or you're here, you are a mid-career professional feeling overwhelmed by how the industry is so fast-paced, changes, unsure what's new for you to pivot. Say, for example, you've taken a course on Coursera and then a cybersecurity course on Coursera. And then a month or two later, you hear that a particular tool is no longer in vogue. It feels like somehow everything is so fast paced, you're losing touch, and you keep continuing to take courses. If you're in that field, if you understand, you are welcome here. Or if you're an immigrant professional facing endless rejection despite your qualifications, you are sure of how you can make your mark in a new country, most especially in the UK. Many people who are here are UK based, and we understand the struggle of trying to land a tech job in the UK, most especially after taking different kind of courses here and there. We hope that the impact Amdari is going to have on you tonight and moving on can help you to have more confidence, get more tech jobs, get more interviews, improve when it comes to your career, and then you can say, oh, thank you, Amdari. So, if next step for us would be to invite our consultants to take us through what she's currently working on as an Amdari consultant. I want you to listen. I want you to pick a pen and a biro. Sorry, I said pen and a biro. That's funny. A pen and a book to write down, ask questions. Whatever she's presenting, please ask questions. Please, take notes. Give her You've heard about Amdari, so you definitely want to ask her questions about her experience, most especially when it comes to the business analysis. Because even if you're not a business analyst, you've heard about Amdari. Just ask her what her experience is. How is the internship like? What are you working? Where did you get your data from? How are you analyzing your data? What tools are you using? You're free to ask. So I have the honor of introducing Esther Anifowoshe. She's a business analyst consultant with Amdari at the moment. Hi, Esther. Can you hear me?
Hi, Olumide. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I can hear you.
All right, you're welcome. You have the floor.
Oh, thank you. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Esther Anifowoshe. I'm a business analyst consultant for Amdari, and I'll be showcasing one of the projects I'm opportune to work on, which is the Haven Borough Council B&B occupancy optimization. Executive summary. The Haven Borough Council B&B occupancy optimization project modernize the housing solution unit verification process, transition from manual paper-based checks to a Microsoft 365 digital workflow, achieved projected 35% reduction in verification cycle time, 90% decrease in invalid occupancy claim, and enhanced audit traceabilities, which aligns with Haven Borough Council's digital transformation and fraud prevention objectives. Organizational background and problems. Haven Borough Council is based in West London. They provide housing services for over 250,000 residents. The manual occupancy verification is error prone, is inefficient, and exposes the council to potential frauds under the Fraud Act 2006. The paper-based process delays reallocation of rooms and compromises services fairness. The project objectives. The project objective is to map and analyze the current occupancy check process, identify inefficiencies and automation opportunities, to design a standardized digital process to reduce cycle time by 30%, and as well deliver documentation, and training guides for housing officers. The business analysis approach we use during these projects is requirement elicitation, process mapping, gap analysis, solution design, and implementation plan. The tools we adopted during the projects are Microsoft 365 Suite, which includes the Forms, SharePoint, Power Automate, Power Apps, Visio, and Power BI. We identify we identify the stakeholders, which are housing managers, the IT, finance, legal, B&B providers, and service users. The business requirements summary that we gathered during this is functional requirements, which is to capture occupancy evidence digitally. The functional requirements also include securely store and share evidence, maintain audit trails with user ID and timestamp, generate management reports. The non-functional requirements was GDPR compliance, mobile accessibility, report within 5 seconds, audit login, and intuitive interface. The solution design that we propose for these projects is Microsoft 365 based digital occupancy system, which includes Power Apps, mobile data captures, photo, timestamp, signature. It also includes SharePoint to secure evidence storage with audit trays, Power Automate for workflow automation, and the optional ones are DocuSign for e-signature and Zapier for integrations. We also map out an entity relationship diagram to further explain the core relationship between the data flows. We have the housing officer, the B&B provider, occupancy record, room, audit log, and reports. We did some feasibility comparison between our solution option and we did evaluation. The option one was to build custom application. This involved developing an in-house .NET solution. The pros are full control, customizable. However, the cons are high cost and high timeline. This was rejected. We also looked at outsourced SaaS vendor. This includes adopting a third-party occupancy management system. The pros are quick setup, vendor support, but data residency risk, recurring cost is also involved. So we rejected that decision. We looked at hybrid model, which consists of combining Microsoft 365 with DocuSign and Zapier. The pros are balance cost and flexibility. The cons are slight integration complexity. So we left this as a future consideration. Overall, we went for Microsoft 365 tools, which leverage existing Power Platform like Power Apps, SharePoint, Automate. The pros are low cost, accessible, fast deployment. The cons are limited advanced customization. So we went for this. We selected this. Process transformation. During the course of our project, we did our current state analysis and we map out the process, which is below. I'll try and share it with us now. So this is our access from the Haven Borough Council. So the process was that the inspector will start. They'll prepare a document for visits, includes spreadsheets and letters. They'll schedule a visit, arrive at the B&B and knock. If the knock is answered, they will show their ID, explain purpose of visit, and ask for the register. If the knock is not answered, they will shout through the window and repeat the process until somebody attends to them. When the inspector finally find their way in, they would ask for the register. If the register is not available, they would then check agent procedure form. If the register is available, they will compare the register with hotel register visit form. Are all applicants signing? If no, they will add new applicants and check the info, then take a photo of it. If all the applicants are signed in, they will knock on the applicant's door. If the applicant is available, they will explain purpose of visit, check the ID, verify household composition with the applicant, then update the contact details. They will confirm register is signed in advance or not. If it is signed in advance, they would issue a warning letter and update record. So if the applicant is not in, they will leave a letter, use marker, check with neighbor, and arrange the second visit. The request contact from the applicant within 24 hours. They request contact after 48 hours of register not signed. They will then request assets from agent. And then the agent will give access to room for inspection. The inspector will inspect the room for signs of occupancy. They document their findings, leave cancellation letter, inform the agents that the applicant will be contacted. They will update the record, send mail notification, communicate findings to relevant teams, create communication, and end the process. As we can see, that's quite a long one. So this is to be where we want it to be. So this is the future state we hope to put in place. So the inspector will start. They will schedule a visit and generate a checklist and letters. They would arrive at B&B and knock. If the door is answered, if the door is answered, they will show their ID, explain their purpose, log in to portal and access occupant register. If the door is not answered, they will still keep knocking until somebody attends to them. Is applicant in? If yes, they will explain purpose of visit, scan ID, verify household composition. If the applicant is not in, they will log in absent, mark for follow-up, request contact from applicants within 24 hours. They will also request contact from applicants within 48 hours. Then send email and requests to agents, which will then give them access to the room. They will inspect the room for signs of occupancy, capture their findings, and upload it, generate cancellation to applicant, send reports, and update the reports, which will then go to the change management system, the cloud, which will end the process. So automation opportunities. As we can see that there's some processes that will need automation. So here are the processes area we looked into. Occupancy recording. With the manual effort is paper register, but with the automation opportunities, it will be mobile form with auto stamp. The tools that will be used will be Power Apps. One of the automation opportunities we look at again was the data storage process. With the manual, there will be manual filing. However, with automation, there will be auto upload and tagging. The tools that will be used will be Power Automates. There's also escalation process area that with manual effort, it will just be email follow-up. But with the automation, there will be automatic alert and notification that will also use tools, Power Automate tools. Legal signature. With the manual photo, it will be wet ink, and the automation opportunity will be digital e-signature. The tool will be DocuSign. Reporting. The manual effort for reporting is manual Excel report. The automation opportunity will be real-time dashboard, and the tool that will be used will be Power BI. User story and acceptance criteria. One of the user story example we used was, as a housing officer, I want to record occupancy digitally so that I can avoid paper errors and speed up reporting. We use the acceptance criteria of giving when done, giving an assigned B&B check when I submit the digital form, then the record stores in SharePoint and notifies the manager automatically. Cost benefit and ROI analysis. We did the cost benefit and ROI analysis on the categories the council is using at the moment. We looked at paper and stationery. The current cost is £12,000. The digital cost is £0. And with that, we note that they will be saving £12,000. We look at the staff admin time, which is £60,000. Our projected digital cost is £40,000, and there will be savings of £20,000. For fraud and error losses, the current cost is £25,000, while the projected digital cost would only be £5,000, which will save £20,000. And as you know that for a new project, training and support will be needed. So the projected training and support for digital cost will be £3,000. Altogether, the total annual saving will be £49,000 for the council. Stakeholder matrix. We identify and also add the stakeholder engagement during the course of our project. The stakeholders we identify are housing manager, The role is to process owner and ensures compliance. As we can see, the influence is very high, and the engagement strategy best for them is bi-weekly progress meetings. We also engage with housing officers who are the system end users. Their influence is medium, and their engagement strategy is pilot testing and feedback session. We have IT departments as well. Their role and interest is infrastructure and integration. Their influence is very high, and the engagement strategy would be early involvement in design. We have the legal department. The role and interest is compliance and audits, validation. Their influence is medium, and their engagement strategy would be consultation on data handling. We have the B&B providers who are our external partners. Their influence is low. They require email updates and onboarding training. We have the finance team as well. Their role and interest, as we know, is cost monitoring and reporting. Their influence is medium, and they would prefer monthly review is savings impact. The KPI dashboard. We adopted measurable KPIs in the course of these projects. We looked into verification cycle time, invalid occupancy claims, digital audits, compliance, officer adoption rates, and reporting speed. All of these are classified under baseline, target, and measurement frequency. We noted the risks and the mitigation strategy to avoid them or to minimize their impact. The risk we noted are user resistance to digital tool. We noted the impact is going to be high, but the likelihood will be medium. So the mitigation will be to conduct early demos and provide training. Another risk we noted was data loss during transition. The impact is high, but the likelihood is low. So the mitigation strategy for this would be to back up via SharePoint versioning and IT oversight. There is network downtime risk as well. The impact is medium. The likelihood is medium. The mitigation will be to enable offline form completion in Power Apps. We also noted incomplete data capture. The impact is medium. The likelihood is low. The mitigation will be to enforce mandatory feeds in Power Apps. There's also privacy breach, the GDPR. The impact will be high. The likelihood will be low. The mitigation will be to implement role-based access and encryption. Change management plan. We did have some activity plan on the pilot deployments, user training sessions, quick reference guides, and post-implementation. Governance and continuous improvements. As we know that for every after this implementation, we hope that there will be continuous improvements. As we know, that is very, very paramount for every implementation. So we noted the governance area, which is KPI monitoring, the system maintenance, cost savings validation, compliance, and audit review. There are also responsible parties for these continuous improvements. As we can see, that for the KPI monitoring, we have the housing manager. The frequency will be monthly. the deliverable will be performance dashboard and reports. For the system maintenance, the IT department is responsible and the frequency will be quarterly. The output will be system health checks and logs. For the cost savings validation, the finance team will be responsible. The frequency will be semi-annually and the deliverable will be financial review reports. And lastly, compliance and audit review. The legal and compliance team will be responsible for this part. The frequency will be annually, and the deliverable output will be GDPR and Fraud Act audit report. Strategic alignment. Support council digital transformation to go paperless by 2027. Ensures compliance with GDPR and Fraud Act 2006 and reinforce fair, transparent service delivery to vulnerable families. The key findings and insights we were able to capture was 80% of verification time wasted on admin, manual communication delays reallocation by 2 days, digital system projected to cut time by 30%, improves audit accuracy and reduce fraud risk. The lessons learned during the course of this project were stakeholder collaboration was crucial for success. Digital tools improve the data accuracy and efficiency. Change management ensured user adoption. And our future projects should include early user co-design. Recommendation and next step. We strongly recommend that you would implement this Microsoft 365 digital register with Power Automates and add DocuSign for legal e-signature and consider biometric options. Roll out to all BNB and train all staff and monitors KPIs monthly and review quarterly. In conclusion, the Haven Borough Council BNB optimization project demonstrates measurable gains in efficiency, compliance, and transparency. Projected annual savings of £49,000. Digitization ensures ethical, fair, and sustainable housing management. Thank you all for listening. This is the end of my presentation.
Hi, Esther. Thank you. That was good. Like you finished so strong too. I think my highlight of this particular presentation is how you demonstrated what a business analyst does and the impact a business analyst have within an organization and environment. Please confirm you can still hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you so
All right.
much, Olivide.
So it's
and
really
thank you all
nice.
for listening.
Thank you. It's really nice, most especially the way you handled every angle. I like the angle where you said, what if there's no, what if the network is bad? You know, you look at the offline aspect, you look at what is high risk to low risk, or and so on and so forth like that. Well, let me not say so much. If you have any question for Esther, please can you kindly raise your hand? If you have any question for Esther, you can type it in the comment section or you can just raise your hand. Any question at all? Hi, please give us your question.
Hi, Esther. Well done. This is really impressive. Well done. I want to ask a quick question, right? Part of the improvements where it says the KPI monitoring, which will be done by the housing manager, and the frequency is monthly, and the output deliverances by performance dashboard and reports. And then, you know, the way sometimes most of the maybe non-government organization or those kind of housing builders, some of the staffs don't know much on dashboard like Power BI or even using Excel for chat, something like that. So would that be a training for those departments, or how will you manage to? Would that be a training done like maybe a what would that kind of a book like to say, okay, this is the way you do this as a business analyst? Will you show them how to when you're presenting, wherever you're presenting, like will you be able to show them the dashboard and then give them a training on that particular area, or they will have to figure it out themselves?
Hi, Bilikis. That was a good question. Yeah, there'll be training and support available for the staff. Obviously, it's going to be a new thing. So, a new project, a new platform. So there'll be definitely training available for them. So that was why we included the training and support expense on the ROI. That it would cost about £3,000 to do that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Does anybody else have any other questions? If you have questions, can you raise your hand? All right, I don't think there's any other question for you, Esther.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Esther, one more question. Is this
Okay.
presented with PowerPoint, your presentation?
Yes, it's Microsoft PowerPoint.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Oh, so Olumide, can I stop sharing now?
Yeah, you can stop sharing. Hi, Obari, you have a question?
Yeah, thank you for the wonderful presentation, Esther. Please, I want to know how long it took you to execute your team to execute this project.
Oh, this project actually, it's we spent about 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. Most of our projects is 2 weeks. I think the longest we've had to do is 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Obaro.
I have a case. Thank you.
One more question before you head up, Esther. So the project, is this done by yourself or you are in the group?
Yeah, we have some that we do by ourselves. Yeah, so this is one of the one I did myself.
Oh, okay, well done. Impressive.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Lucas. I like the word you just did there. Impressive. So, and that generally highlights some of the things our consultants usually do, most especially on their day-to-day basis when it comes to Amdari. While I was speaking the other time, I asked the question, I said, how many people, if this is your first time joining this session, please raise your hand. If this is your second time, please raise your hand. And quite a number of people said this is their first time. So today, since this is a lot of people's first time, I would like to briefly introduce you to what Amdari. I want you to take you through the step-by-step process of how Amdari is impacting lives of immigrants who have moved to the UK. And I'll show you some testimonials. I'll show you things that you can do in order for you to be able to change how you perceive applying for a tech job in the UK. So stay with me, let me walk you through just a little bit with a little bit of time, and then we can round up. And if you have any inquiries or you need further information, I'll guide you on next steps on how to do that. So how do you gain reward experience? So let me just read this up. So how do you gain reward experience? In our modern world, most especially in the era of AI, in the era of tech, in the era of big data, quite a number of, I won't say quite a number, everybody that has to do, all employers, all recruiters now are asking for one thing that is very important. They're asking for experience. How can you impact the organization? If you remember Esther's what's it called? If you remember Esther's presentation, she said we are going to be saving the county £49,000 yearly. That means at this point in time, they are currently spending £49,000 or something above that region in order for them to be able to what fulfill what they are currently doing at the moment. So when you go into an interview in that sort of way, I'm saying, hey, this is what I was able to do in the organization I work with. This was the project I handled for this particular organization. This was the problem. This was the project. We were able to save £49,000. And that brings us to the question: what is the actual cost of sponsoring you? The latest data says it takes around £7,000 to sponsor any immigrant in the UK. So if it takes £7,000 and you've shown experience of having saving organization £49,000 yearly, £20,000 yearly, an organization will be willing to sponsor you basically because you have been able to show a track record of what saving time, saving costs, and so on and so forth like that. So what is Amdari? Quite a number of people were not on this call when I introduced Amdari. Amdari is an innovative platform that has been designed to revolutionize how aspiring tech professional, current tech professional build their careers and gain valuable experience and practical experience in the workplace that sets them apart from every candidate that is applying for a job. What did we notice? We noticed the gap between other edtech platforms that says, I just give you theoretical experience. This train you in data science, they give you Excel, they give you Power BI, they train you on all of these things. But how then do you apply that into the real world experience, like stakeholders, conversation? How do you communicate that this is what this project is going to do? How do you build your LinkedIn? How do you build your CV to attract recruiters? It is one thing to have the experience. You can have 5-10 years theoretical experience, but once you get into an interview, you need to be able to convince the recruiter. In the first place, you need to even be able to get an interview. And you need to be able to convince the recruiters that you are the best candidate to save them money, to save them time, and to take them to the next level when it comes to the organization. And we'll provide this current hands-on project in data analysis, data science, data engineering, business analysis, SOC analysis, threat intelligence, ethical hacking and penetration testing, governance, risk and compliance, and also project management. So this project not just enhances your skill, it also helps our consultants build a robust portfolio. You understand me? So we are a portfolio-based brand that helps people to be able to build their portfolio that attracts recruiters. So what does this apprenticeship program offer you? It offers you a rebranding. You begin to look at applying for a job a whole lot different. You begin to look at the job market a whole lot different. You become an embodiment of what recruiters are looking for. You get what I'm saying? On my LinkedIn, I have quite a number of recruiters reaching out here. Now that I'm speaking, I just remember that I saw a recruiter's message this morning, but I'm yet to respond. Probably after this call, I'll go and take a look at it. Why am I saying this? Your rebranding and who you are puts you at the forefront of what recruiters are looking for. There's difference between I am a data analyst and when you share your experience in bullet points. Oh, I worked from Amdari. This is what I worked on. I worked on an Haven Borough, this, and this, where we analyzed this and saved £49,000 yearly in so and so. This project-based experience, and we also equip you with employability skills. How do you present and how do you show yourself up in an interview? What are the words that you say? What are the words that you don't say? How do you present your CV to recruiters in a way that even gets you a call? So, from project-based experience, you get theory industry-based projects. You get to work with cross-functional teams. You have multiple based industry experience. It's not like what was it called? the way she has worked on an housing project, she's going to most likely work on an health project. So you are vast, you are knowledgeable across different kind of industry. You can apply from roles in health tech, apply for roles in ed tech, and so on and so forth like that. Multiple technology experience, teamwork and project collaboration. You work on project collaboration. You are not new to working as a team or working as individual. And your confidence skyrockets, you understand me, for future roles. Because why? It is no longer a case of I know how to do. You are able to present your project or your experience in a way that shows that I know what I am talking about. One of our interns, on when we interview one of our consultant interns that got a job, one thing, she got a job as a GRC specialist in the organization that she's working in. And one thing she highlighted that made her got that particular job was she started informing them about some things in GRC that they're probably not paying attention to, some new laws, some new ideas they're not paying attention to. And the person, I think one of the co-founders started asking her, oh, wow, we didn't know about this. Can you tell us a little bit more about this? That is only possible when you have gained a real world experience, and it helps you present yourself as I am not a candidate, I am a consultant, I am somebody that is valuable to your team, and you get to network. So employability skills, you help you with your CV revamp, LinkedIn optimization. You also have mentorship, one-on-one mentorship, career coaching, interview preparation. You get a job reference letter and on the job support. When it comes to a job reference letter, you get a job reference letter that you could date back as far as 2 years. Say, for example, you sign up for our internship program today and you get a job in the next 1 month and say, okay, I can't say I've worked for just 1 month. I need to show that I've worked in the last 2 years as an Amdari consultant. You can write to us, you can tell us, and we give you that job reference letter to date back as far as a year or 2 years. We usually recommend that people don't go as more than 2 years because Amdari itself did not start more than 2 years ago. And we also provide on the job support. When you get a job, it is not, oh, they have gotten a job, they are no longer our problem. We continue to provide you on the job support that can help you ace that particular job that you're doing at that moment. So I want you to check some of our success stories, but before I go to there, let me show you some of our success stories on YouTube. If you have time, even after this call, please check it out. So let me quickly play Anita's story. Anita got a job as a business analyst in the UK, and this is, let me just quickly play some part of the interview. See if you please, can you hear? Did you hear that, what she's saying?
No.
Oh, okay. Just let me reshare my screen. Let me just see. Let's give me a second while I reshare my screen.
So how does that feel?
Please confirm you can hear now.
So I mean, you got a job offer just a few months, I think about 2 months into the program. So how does that feel? You got a business analyst role. So how does that feel?
Yeah, feels exciting. Yeah, feels exciting.
Yeah.
So meet Anita who got, our program is usually 3 months, and we'll give you an additional 1 month extra. So she got a job 2 months into our program, like just barely 2 months. So let me continue to play some parts so that you can
Amazing.
listen.
That's actually great to know. So what specific skills or experience from this Amdari program would you really say gave you that confidence to ace your interview?
So I would say being in the shoes of a consultant actually helped because you're solving business cases, you're preparing the documentation. So having deeper experiences or having firsthand deeper experiences into creating all the business requirement documentations, using all of those tools, going deeper into business analysis itself was a good one for me. So it just helped prepare me for whatever interview was coming.
Awesome. So what would you say the reaction of the recruiters was like during the interview process? You ended up landing in senior business analyst role, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the reaction like when they saw the quality of the project, or even from you talking about the projects you worked on? What was their reaction like as a result of what you built, the experience you gained, and what you could do?
I could only see a reaction of, okay, this is the girl we are looking for. This is the person we want to work with, right? And that was because having had experience working with those processes as a consultant in Amdari, I was able to defend those projects, talk about the project in depth. I was able to talk about the tools used in the project, cost of the project, benefits, which is everything you would learn and do as a consultant in Amdari. So the only reaction I got was, this is our girl, this is the person we want.
I hope you can all hear that this is our girl and this is the person that we want. And that particular story could also be yours too, right? Because you can see what Esther came to do on the call today. She was able to just present what she has done, what she's learning at the moment. And this is just the beginning of everything, because at some point she's going to go to be better, and better. And it's going to become a normal thing for her that when you enter an interview, you can easily defend what you have done. So now, look at Francis. When you go on, sorry, I just realized that I'm not sharing this new tab that I came into. So I want you to introduce you to Francis, but in a different window. So when you go on our YouTube, you can also listen to Francis' testimonial. Please, after this call, go to our YouTube and listen to some of the testimonials that is on our YouTube account. I promise you, it's going to change your perspective of how you see tech work experience in the UK. So this is Francis. Francis got a job with Deloitte in the UK as a project manager. And you will see that when you can search for Francis on LinkedIn, you see that Amdari was a project management consultant at Amdari, and even send some of these people messages on LinkedIn and just ask them questions. How was the Amdari program? What did you gain? And so on and so forth like this. This is him reaching out to what was it called? This is him reaching out to his coach, telling him, I just got a call from Deloitte that the interview was successful, starting onboarding in August. God be the glory. Those of you who are able to know what one name means, like, these are some of the amazing things that we are getting from the Amdari, and we've been getting. And personally, I feel like we don't talk a lot about Amdari, most especially among immigrants in the UK, because some of the work we are doing, it's really, really great to see. So you can see also Dora, she got an offer as a compliance analyst in the UK. This is a testimony messaging Amina that, the way they revamped the CV, she got a job offer of £50,000 yesterday. But she turned down the offer because why? It's 6 hours drive from London and she couldn't make it. And now this is what was it called? Larry. Larry got a job as a business analyst in the UK during her work experience. There are so many success stories there. Faisal got a job as a data scientist in the UK during the work experience program. Damilola also landed a senior role in procurement in the UK before the completion of her internship. So there are different testimonials like this. If you would like me to send you the slides and the recording of this session, please, I've dropped the attendance in the comment section, fill the attendance. So this is Jerry. Jerry also. Yes, don't worry, I'll answer your question in like 5 minutes. All right, thank you. So Emeka also wanted to, got a job as a data analyst in the civil service in the UK. And we have many testimonies like this. So what do you need to do? What I am going to advise you, as somebody who has seen many testimonials and see many people join our cohort and say that there has been a change in the way recruiters are reaching out to them. They are getting interviews. We even have people say that they are not getting, they want more. You understand me? People join our program for 4 months and then they do what? They continue to, they want to extend because they gain experience. Some people are doing their masters, they want to get, they want to be getting the work experience as they are doing their masters and so on and so forth like that. So you need to join our next squad. Our next squad begins tomorrow. Yeah. So if I know you have been in our group, you've been seeing our message, you've been getting my emails, you've been seeing different kind of things, and you've been having doubts. You want to, you want to ask more questions, you want to know more things. This is your opportunity to ask more questions. This is your opportunity to know more things, and this might be the final opportunity for you to get into the Amdari cohort this year. So what do you stand to gain? Like, what is the pricing? What is the value that you're going to be, how am I going to put it? What is the stipend you are going to be committing to get this much value? You understand me? Our full amount for this program is £500. But thanks to management and thanks to our co-founders, we realized that, hey, you want to do an early Black Friday for people who have been asking questions from the beginning of the year. I want to sign up, but at this point in time, it's not convenient. When I finish my master's program, when I become a little less busy, and so on. So I said, okay, let us do an early Black Friday before your favorite organizations, your favorite e-commerce brands start doing the Black Friday. Let's do an early Black Friday. Let's give back to the community, which is why we say let's do it at $299. You understand me? So from now till tomorrow morning when the cohort starts, get to pay $299. But the very good thing is that you don't get to pay this $299 at once. You can pay in installments. You can start with £99 first, then £100 and £100 over a 3-month timeline. So easier payment for you. Good thing is that even if you are busy, you are muted. All right, thank you. So you get to pay £99 now, and you pay £100 over a 3-month timeline. Why should you join the Amdari program? Don't forget, you are going to get a CV and a LinkedIn makeover. And when we are talking about CV and a LinkedIn makeover, we're not talking about, oh, just give us your LinkedIn, I will tell you what to do. No, we train you and we teach you on how you can optimize your LinkedIn. We give you interview mastery preparation. There is a part of the program whereby you get to train for interview. Do you understand me? You have access to exclusive remote job board access, like platforms that everybody's rushing to LinkedIn, Indeed, and so on and so forth like that. But there are hidden platforms you don't have access to that we are paying monthly in order for us to get exclusive jobs. Those are where you get access to this kind of jobs and say, oh, this is a job that nobody knows about, and you are applying to this kind of job. You also have a personal portfolio website provided for you by Amdari, where you can showcase your skills, and you own that portfolio website for life. So when it comes to next 2 years and you want to show you're applying for a new job, you want to transition, you can continue to deposit the projects you're working on in the current company that you are in and showcase your skills. You understand me? We also have an international work reference letter. Amdari is based in the UK. We are a registered UK brand. You understand me? UK company. You can search for us on Google. We are registered in the UK. So when we are giving your reference letter, it is the local reference letter in the UK, international. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to share a testimony with you. One of our interns, when she was about to get a job, they had 2 final candidates, just 2. It was between her and the other candidate. When they called her for the job, what they told her was, the only thing, the edge you had, you and the other person, you were on par. We both liked you, we both wanted to hire you both, but we had to choose one person. And the only thing that set you out was the amazing reference letter you got from your former workplace. And that is what we provide you. Do you get what I'm saying? So we also have mentorship session every Thursday from an industry expert. People who have worked the journey you are trying to work right now, they will come, they will provide you mentorship. and you have career coaching session. These are the value that you are going to be getting, and so much more within a 4-month span. So if I were you, or if I were in your shoes, I would what? I'm going to copy the link, the payments link, into the comment section now. I'll make payment tonight. But if you are still confused, you still have more questions, you can ask me a question now, or please raise your hand if you have a question, or you can.
Hello.
Yeah, give me
Hello.
a second, please. So you can ask me a question now, or you can join the class. You have more intimate question, like you want to know a little bit, you want to share your experience. You can join our career clarity session on Monday, or we have another session tomorrow. All right. So now time to answer your question. All right, if you have a question.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, and I'm impressed hearing the testimonies, and also was impressed by Esther, part of Amdari, but she has shown some expertise in what she's learning. So I have just two pertinent questions from my own end. One of the question is, most of people that is in UK want to have a career shift, and the question I want to ask you is not for you to give me a citation, but it can give me more hint of my thought of coming into this. My reason of coming to Amdari to learn and to expand my portfolio is bench on sponsorship. After learning, after learning with Amdari in data analytics, and then they will help me based on all the packages entitled to the trainees. Am I assured to get a sponsorship on business analytic job opening that Amdari is going to help me? That is one. Two, again, already in UK, working, often having time more of realization at night. In the morning, I use my morning hours to go to work, but I want to have a career shift. Is there any opportunity given to people that comes back from work at night to also to benefit from this training? Or is it something that you keep in or subscribe, you are only meant to be specific time of the day? But is it way somebody that's working only morning can still join and get all the benefits that's attached to Amdari? Thank you. These are my two questions.
All right, thank you. Let me start from the last part. Yes, of course, you are able to adjust the timing. So we understand that people who join our session, they are busy people. You want to work, you want to do what your job, your daily duties in the morning. You usually will come together in the evening. So it's going to be like you have daily stanza, you have assignments, you have things you need to submit. But we try as much as possible to work for a time frame that is convenient for everybody. Understand? So it's not a case of, oh, if you miss by 12, and you also have recording of every session, every meeting that you have. So you can also watch at your leisure time. Do you understand me? But I always recommend for anybody that's doing the Amdari program, this is a very serious program. It's especially if you want to scale up or if you want to if you want to scale up or if you want to have competitive edge in the job market, take it as serious as you take a daily job. You do run this program as a daily job. There's a daily stand-up, there's feedback, there's this and that helps you gain competitive edge. So to answer your question, yes, there's room for those that want to join the there's room for you to have your meetings in the evening. The majority of the meetings are in the evening or in the night, by the way. So you can join me when you're back from work. So now to answer your first question, when you said will Amdari help you get a job? So raised by Amdari at this point in time, we don't provide or we don't help you get a job at this point in time. Do you understand? We have a different service for that. So we have a service where we help you. We know that people are busy, we know they can't send out applications themselves. We help you send out applications, but that does not come with this particular package. We can help you, I can refer you, we can refer you to a team after you must have completed this program in order for you to start getting a job. What we do is that we give you competitive edge. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you can't defend what you don't know or what you don't have, the skills you don't have, the experience you don't have. You cannot defend it in an interview. That is why Amdari is there. We want you to be able to, oh, I've been learning cybersecurity, I've been learning business analysis for a while. But can you defend this with data and insights that matter? Do you understand me? The cost of sponsoring you, of getting a sponsored job, is £7,000 per employer. Do you understand me? Esther just in her presentation just proved that she helped an organization save £49,000. So what is £7,000? They will not remove from this £49,000 she's helping the organization save. When you present that to any organization, you become their favorite. You just listen to Anita also mention that, yeah, when she was in an interview for a sponsored job, they told her they are, yes, we are finally, they reacted like, yes, we have finally found our persons. Do you understand? So we don't put, or we don't help you get a job or start applying for you at this moment in time. But joining our program gives you a competitive edge when you are applying for sponsored job. And it is better to start as soon as possible because we are seeing people getting jobs 2 months into the program. Like there are a lot of testimonials on our page of people that got jobs 2 months into our program. They are messaging. We don't abandon people. They are messaging their mentors, coaches, saying, I just got a job, I've been applying for this. And I'm going to tell you one thing that many people overlook when it comes to coming to the UK. The first community that you enter when you move to the UK will define what your trajectory over the next 2 years will be like in the UK. And what am I saying is, you move to the UK and people start telling you, you can't get a good job in the UK. Oh. The only job you can get is care work. Those are the minimal job you can get in the UK. But meanwhile, there are people within the UK that are getting good and quality job. They are all there on our YouTube, testimonials, all there for you to be able to see. Do you understand? I work for Amdari, a brand based in the UK. Do you understand? We're also based in Canada, just for you to also know. So, is it possible to get? Yes, it is possible. Do you understand me? Sponsored job for that matter. All I'm trying to tell you is that it is all about a perception or the mentality you have. If you think that through this program, I'm going to do it and I'm going to get a sponsored job, you will gain the absolute value from this particular program. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I hope I answered your question sufficiently, Ifeanyi.
Yes, I'm impressed. Though when you speak to some people who have been in the game, there's words they'll be saying you find a sense of confidence of what you are about joining them into. So I'm impressed.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
every other
And
thing
even
is-
another thing I want to also tell you is that community helps you. When you join the Amdari program, now you have a community of people that are hunting the same kind of goals as you. Say, for example, you join a community that has people like Esther, who is a business analyst, to other people within the business analyst too. What are they also looking for? They are looking for sponsored job within the business analyst role. We used to say that in a month or 2 months' time, Esther is not going to get a role. And in our company, they start looking for they want to fill up 3 business analyst role. I said, I belong to a community. Let me reach out to them. Let me refer people for this organization. Those are some of the advantages that you have. Do you understand? When I got to start with Amdari, how I heard about Amdari is not on LinkedIn or any other fancy place. A friend just reached out. A brand in the UK is looking to hire somebody to lead growth. Are you available to take up on this role? That's how I got the job. Do you understand me? There are different opportunities out there through referrals, through joining of communities that you can be part of. But you can only see as far as your eyes or as far as your community if you do not join community that is hunting down the same goals as you. So I hope I hope I've been able to answer your question sufficiently and also every other person sufficiently. Does any other person have a question for me? I think, was it Collins that wanted to ask a question the other time? Somebody said he wanted to ask a question too.
Hello.
All right, go on, Ifeanyi.
It seems like I'm the one asking question because I want this question.
No, please go on. Yeah,
period.
that's what I'm here for you. Yeah, please
Okay.
go on and ask a question.
Okay. I have seen the offer being given to interested people who want to get the internship training. This payment, is it benched that within this week or next week that even though I love how it is instrumented, that is not something big. I love it. But I'm saying, is it something that is something this week or next week? If you are interested but you are not up to show an interest, pay first installment, when the offer closes, you are not going to have such an opportunity. Because when I'm raising such a thing eyebrow is like, I have an intention to join, but based on where I work, most often time they pay around 20th. They pay around 12th. Like last month, they are going to pay me on 12th of this month. Then if I work this month, they are going to pay me on 12th December. So they are always paying 12th of next month. So now I love what I've seen, and I have determination to give it a try, and I'm going to accept through it. So what I'm saying in essence, if this what would I call it, bonanza, if I'm not up to make payment this week or next week, is there a way whenever I come around that 12 thereabout and show an interest to get this subside subscription? Is this something that's still going to be open, or is this something that's going to now is closed and closed? I just want to hear that.
If I'll kid you not, from next week our price is going to £310. You get me? Because tomorrow is the last payment, is the last day for a new cohort to start. The next cohort is going to be December. Even if you pay on the 12th, you'll not be able to join this particular November cohort. The next cohort you'll be able to join is the one that starts on the 6th of December. Because they will have been 3 days. By the time you are making payment, they will have been 3 days into not 3 days, the course starts tomorrow, 8. So they will have been 5 days into the program already. Do you understand what I'm saying? But this is what I can do for you. Fine. If you can give me a promise, and you can also give me, what's it called? You can also send me a message to keep you a spot for you. I can keep you a spot if you promise to pay latest by next week, before you say by next week or Wednesday or Thursday, but you will still not be able to join the November cohort for the December cohort. But if you promise that you make payments, I can reach out to management and say, I have somebody that has promised me Wednesday, and I want to keep this spot for them based on my watch. So do I have your watch that you make payments by Wednesday?
Okay. If I make that words to you this evening, am I going to follow this NS starting?
If you make payment this evening, you are going to follow tomorrow's cohort to start.
Then I'm saying, if I now give you a promise of next week, pay next week, am I going to still follow this batch?
I don't think you'll be able to follow this batch next week.
So it's going to be December.
Yes. But you know what's going to happen? Yeah. Please reach out to me on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not totally promising that they are going to agree for you to join this cohort by Wednesday, but I can plead your case. But let's have that conversation on WhatsApp. I hope that's fine.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right. I just dropped my number in the comment section. You can reach out to me.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. All right, Tola.
Good evening. Actually, I just joined the live about 5 minutes ago, but my case is actually slightly
Oh,
different.
okay.
I registered already for the program, which is starting tomorrow. I've got my email.
Welcome.
The
Okay.
only thing is I'm still kind of lost because I'm assuming that the program is starting tomorrow. Then maybe there's a live session tomorrow. That's my assumption. I'm not sure if I'm right or not, but I can't see any information regarding that. If there's going to be, because I don't want to miss it. If there's any class tomorrow, what time it will be, and all of that. I've gotten every other information. I've registered on your website, and so just still can't make a headway of how this is going to pan out. Really.
Oh, you're supposed to have an onboarding meeting tomorrow. If you have not gotten that, please can you also reach out to me via WhatsApp?
Okay, I'll do that so that at least I know the time is going to happen. I can't see the information here at all.
All right, sincerest apologies about that. You should have gotten that email invite by now, or at least it should be in your onboarding email.
Well, it's possible that I've missed it. But I have checked. I can't find it. So, but
All right,
yeah,
no
I'll
problem.
send you. I'll send you a message. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'll be looking forward to it. So I think that will be pretty much it from my end. Does anybody have any other question? Hi, Esther. I have a question for you just before you go. I don't usually do this, but I want to ask a question. How has been your experience in the program so far? How, most especially from where you were before to what you're doing now? Just give us your raw and filtered experience so far. Esther, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm with you, Olumide, and thank you everyone um for the feedback. I really appreciate it. Yes, back to your question. Amdari has been so good, I have to be honest. I've um I've had good experience with Amdari, and the project, the coach, the mentor, the support, and it's so good. And you have an hands-on project to work on. Nothing tops that, because I've been to some bootcamp before, and there's nothing like Amdari. Like, there's none of them is like Amdari, because the project is available. There are always people you can talk to. There's all. So it's been a perfect experience for me. I can't fault it.
Thank you for that, Esther. And I'm really glad that you're enjoying the program. I hope by 2026, or I I'll be on a call like this with you and recording your testimonial and posting it on YouTube and presenting it to others to say, meet Esther. She also did a session like this. She got a sponsored job in business analysis. I'm rooting for you, and you know that I'm at
Oh,
Amdari, we are
thank
your
you.
biggest fan.
Thank you.
So,
You're very
Esther,
kind. Thank you.
Hello.
hi, thanks.
I'm excited this evening. I love both things. Please, I want to have Esther a little question.
Okay.
Because I started this presentation from the beginning, and I see what Esther is doing greatly with the presentation, even if she's speaking with alacrity. Because me personally, I've taken some time doing my own research, so I find that she know what she's doing, meaning and that has a lot to give. So, but Esther, how many months have you been with Andari while performing all these great presentation?
Oh, thank you, Ono. When I joined, Amdari in June, because I enrolled for the 6-month program. So it was like buy one get one free, because we first had data analysis. Yeah, we did some data analysis. Then we now moved to BA. So I did 3 months of data and 3 months on my last think few weeks to go now for my BA. So it's 3-month data, 3-month BA that I did.
Okay. Thank you for the answer.
You're
That's for
welcome.
now. That's for now.
If I
So,
just to add
I
to
have a
you.
question for Extra.
Okay, sorry, let me just quickly clarify with Ifeanyi. Just to add, we no longer do 6 months, we turned it into 3 months and you get a 1 month free. You understand me?
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Obaro. So you have a question for Esther.
Yeah, Extra, please. Do you have previous experience in BI, business analytical, before you joined Amdari, or you've taken some courses or something like that? And have your experience been in that? So you've already explained how your experience been in Amdari. Okay. Do you have prior experience, or are you coming from a tech background before you joined Amdari or something like that?
No, I've not had a tech background before joining Amdari. But like I said, I did attend 1 or 2 boot camp, but it's nothing like Amdari. So I couldn't say, oh, I learned a lot from that. No. But with Amdari, they take through, whenever we have projects to do, we do from end to end projects. So there's no way you will not understand it. There's no way you will not know how to apply the knowledge as you go. So I don't have a tech background. Everything you see me doing, I learned from Amdari.
So your mentor carried you also while you were waiting Amdari.
Yeah. She's with you thought through. You like I said with Amdari, you can always ask question. And our mentor, my coach, is very terrific. I'm telling you. I'm even
Hi,
sad to
Joanne.
leave.
Can you hear that?
I'm sad to leave Amdari.
So just to tell you, Joanne is also here. Joanne is a coach, Zesta's
Yeah,
coach. Hi,
she's
Joanne. Are
quite
you here with
terrific.
us?
Very exceptional.
Yes, I
A
am.
round of applause for her.
Wow, that's awesome. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Obaro, just to also add more to what Esther said, you don't need to have a tech background, but you need to have learned something in relation to what you are going to be taking. So, because like I said, we treat this as a work. We are not going to be touching on the foundation of data analysis. Now start teaching you how to use Excel from the basic and so on and so forth. Like that. You need to have had some basic knowledge at least in order for us to take you to the next level if you are joining our
Yeah,
program. So
yeah, the reason,
yeah.
the reason I'm asking, I'm starting my cohort for GRC tomorrow, and I've been
Oh,
taking
congratulations.
courses. Yeah, I'm taking courses. My friend in the US has been playing videos upon video, but those videos will not take me anywhere if I don't have practical experience on them, because I know that there's a lot of opportunity when it comes to GRC. So I've gotten a bit of experience when it comes to cybersecurity. Not experience per se, as in what's it called? I've done Coursera, those courses, but it has not landed me anywhere. So coming across and that has been a great opportunity for me. And from all your video, I've been following people's video for quite some time, and I think I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed, and I look forward to meeting my mentors tomorrow and start get my hand dirty with all this work. And by ending of December, I'll start scattering my CV out there for job.
Okay. All right. Thank you. We're also looking forward to having you and what's it called? Maybe one of these days. Ovara, I've noted your name. By January will be your presentation. You also have a session like this where you present what you have
Yeah,
been working
sure,
on
sure,
to other
sure,
interns. Looking forward to that.
sure. Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Ovara.
yeah.
Hi, Blikis. You had your hands raised the other time.
Yeah, Esther mentioned there, like she did data analyst and then move into the business analyst in internship. So so that means you have two basic ideas of two different role, or is that kind of a combination? I know now is a combination, like it's like 4 months rather than 6 months. So does that mean previously some people go into data analyst experience, then move into business analyst internship? Is that what she meant, or is that part of the course?
Esther, do you want to answer that?
Oh yeah, I play case again. So the when we joined initially, like I said, it was for 6 months. So we have the privilege to choose what we want to go for, but we were advised to at least have two. If you want to go for data and PM, data and BA. I like BA, so I chose BA. But in my group, we were all given the opportunity to learn data for 3 months. So that was why we did that.
Okay, that's quite impressive because it means you have two in one rather than just one, so you can
Yeah,
basically
we
move,
were quite lucky.
in between.
We were quite
The
lucky.
the role is not specific, it's wide and large, so
Very.
you can easily transfer from one place to another. So yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good
I
thing.
agree.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you joining PA or?
Yeah, I'll be starting tomorrow. Like I've actually done a boot camp myself, and like it didn't land me anywhere because normally they ask for work experience, and then I've done it. Yeah, I've actually done a few interviews, but it wasn't successful. But I was like, yeah, I think it's time for me to get my hands dirty, like go into the actual woodwork project. So that will actually put me on the line. So yeah, so I look
That's
forward
great.
to it. I'll be starting tomorrow.
Oh wow, good. You're on the right path. I tell you that. Best of
Yeah,
luck.
thank you. I can't wait.
Thank you. Best of, like I said, like she has said, best of luck. I tell her I've seen your message. I will follow up but just immediately after this call. And another thing I also want to mention is I know some of you are family members. The UK is a very big community of immigrants. You know people who have taken boot camps and so on and so forth that you can actually put them up on this offer. And you can go and look at some of our webinars in the past. You realize that our price is not 299. So this is not like a marketing gimmick and say, oh, let us call it 299 so that let's call it 500 first and say 299. This is the best time people can actually take part of it. So if you have family members, you have cousins, friends, and people that you know, is an opportunity for them to be able to leverage and also have an impact at a cheap price. You don't want to come in January and you're not start telling them and then ask, the price was 299 when you signed up. Why didn't you tell me? Do you understand those kind of things? So reach out to them, tell them about it. We have another mind-blowing session tomorrow that is going to be impactful to new prospects. You can join, you can invite them to that particular session to come and see what Amdari is all about. Join the session tomorrow yourself. You don't need to join, you've already signed up, you're on a different level now. But if you have people that you know, session is going to be for 8 p.m. tomorrow, UK time, invite them. It's also going to be posted on the group. Invite them, encourage them to join, to just come and listen, to come and ask questions, and so on and so forth, like that. And hopefully, we can also be able to impact them for the future. Thank you, everybody, for joining tonight's session. It's been really, really nice talking to everyone. Esther, thank you for the presentation. We really appreciate and thank you for honoring our invitation. Bilikis, thank you for the
Very
question.
welcome.
Thank
Well
you.
done,
Crystal,
Esther.
for the question.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you for
thank you for
sharing
the
the
question
limelight a
too.
little bit. Thank you.
Thank you. And Joanne, thank you for the impact you've been having within your community and the people you have been training. It's really, really appreciated. Collins, I didn't later hear from you. I thought you were going to be speaking. Didn't hear from you anymore, but hopefully you are in one of the communities and you can reach out anytime you need to ask the questions or you're confused about anything. So thank you. Good night, and let's everybody that registered, see you tomorrow. And those that are going to be on the session with me again tomorrow, see you. If I am still expecting your message, I've not seen your message.
Hello. Hello?
Are you fine? Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, please, can you just chat me so that I can have